Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Earlier this week, I was able to sneak out to the range and try out the 132 HHT bullets out of the 7mm-08, specifically the Browning White Gold Medallion. And the powder that I used was IMR 4166. Now, previously, I did do a video with this bullet. However, I was using Vitavori N540 and I wasn't getting stellar results. So instead of continuing with that, I was more curious to see how IMR 4166 would perform. And to my suspicions, it performed really well. The reason is it has a very similar burn rate to Varget. Hodgins makes Varget, IMR makes the 4166, and I've had really good success with Varget and my 308. So naturally, I figured 4166 would be a good alternative, and I was correct. So let's go through how this powder and bullet combination did out on the range. Okay, let's take a closer look at our groups for the 132 HHTs. Let me say first that the primers I was using today is CCI bench rest large rifle primers. And I have these bullets seated at a base to ogive of 2.250. So if it looks like it's a little long for 7mm-08, totally fine. I did that on purpose. We're going after extreme spread and standard deviation numbers to get those the best that we can. And if we get a good group size in there, awesome. And once I find something that seems like it might work, then we'll mess with the seating depth, okay? We're changing one dynamic at once, okay? So that being said, starting off with 40 grains of the IMR 4166 yielded us a moderate 1-inch group. So not bad, but I know we can do better. But this is going to be a group that I'll be doing a seating depth test on, mainly because the group shape looks like it's liking some stability. So we like that clover leaf pattern for group sizes. And our extreme spread and standard deviation numbers were the best of the day for this primer and powder combination. Okay, velocity 2767. So we'll be moving forward with the seating depth test, see if we can't shrink this group size a little bit, and maybe that might play in our favor with our extreme spread and standard deviation numbers. Moving on to 41 grains, that yielded us also a 1-inch group, but the group shape changed dynamically, or very much so to where I'm probably going to skip this. We got some vertical stringing here, but I'm going to skip this charge weight for a seating depth test. Velocity was 2876 or 2826, so not too bad, but extreme spread and standard deviations were, really nothing to write home about. Moving on to 42 grains, this was kind of an interesting group because it was our best group for the day, group size for this bullet. That was 0.83 inches. Did get over 2,900 feet per second, but our extreme spread and standard deviations were less than desirable. But my curiosity has kind of gotten the best of me, so I will try a seating depth test with this powder charge weight. Just to see if we can't shrink it down a little bit and see if these numbers, the ES and SD, maybe shrink as well. So I've got plenty of ammo to try that out, so I'm going to try it just for shits and giggles, okay? And off to the very far right, we have 43 grains, and this is where everything kind of fell apart. So our largest group for the day was a little over 2 inches, did get a velocity of 2962, but our extreme spread and standard deviation numbers just aren't where I want them to be. So this group size is out. So All right, you guys, that's all I have for you today. Be sure to be on the lookout for another video in the next coming weeks. Kind of depends on how work goes, but that video is going to encompass our seating depth test with this bullet primer and powder combination at those two charge weights that I mentioned in the video. Now, if you guys have any suggestions, please drop them in the comments below. I love reading them. I love answering them. If you guys have any criticism, drop them in the comments below. It's tough love for me, so we're just gonna roll with it. You know, it is what it is. It's the internet. You gotta have some. You gotta take the criticisms. Nonetheless, though, if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing, that'd be awesome. Turn the notification bell on so you guys are alerted whenever I drop new videos. If you guys want to follow along more with 7mm-08 content or like 7mm-08 content, give this video a thumbs up. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next one.